design the various strategies, how to see that to implement this particular concepts in the marketing, whether the consumers are going to favor you with this particular product as well as whether it is available in the market easily. So their work is to design the product and develop the product and give them to the organization or the firm. Hello students, a warm welcome to you all for this session. Hi, George Lemay, Commerce Faculty, Department of Commerce, Vidyashram First Grade College, Mysuru, the Temple of Excellence. Dear students, today I am going to welcome you all for session 4, that is of Principles of Marketing under Unit 1. Before going to this particular session or the topics which I am going to cover under this particular session, dear students, I just want to glimpse or give the highlights of the last session where I covered or explained to you about the market, then what are the different types of markets we have, right? So there are totally 10 different types of market based on the classifications of market, such as it may be based on commodities, based on the nature of the products, then on regulated, whether it is on regulated or unregulated market, then based on the visibility, that is black market or open market, right? So like this, we have different types of markets which has been classified. Now in today's session, I am just going to explain to you about the marketing concepts, right? There are various marketing concepts, such as we have totally 5 marketing concepts, and why these marketing concepts are so much essential or important on part of marketing. Dear students, it says this marketing concept is nothing but it is a strategy or a tactics which is every firm wants to implement it in their organization. Why they want to implement this in their organization? Because it says in order to satisfy the customer needs and wants. What are the customer needs and wants? Customer needs and wants are nothing but the providing the wants or whatever the necessities for the daily life or the day-to-day use which is being taken into consideration. So in order to satisfy the customer needs, as well as not only to satisfy the customer needs but also to increase the sales. Without increasing sales, because if you want to grow and if there is a growth or expansion of your business, then you need these marketing concepts, right? Then maximizing profit, not only just to satisfy the customer about their wants and the needs, but also in order to profit maximization, in order to see that they want to increase their profits, as well as I told you, to increase their volume of sales. So this marketing concepts are very, very important aspects in every organization for the firms which has been marketing their products. As I told you, there are 5 marketing concepts, such as production concept, product concept, selling concept, then we have marketing concept as well as societal marketing concept, societal marketing concepts. Now, dear students, let us understand this marketing concept little bit in depth. It says marketing is a department of managers because the managers are responsible for marketing their products because they have the ideas, they have their experience, right? And they know what has been done in the past, what is the previous records. So each and every information the manager has. So here it is the department of the management or the manager that they try to design what they try to do there in that particular department. So they try to design the product, right? That is design the various strategies, how to see that to implement this particular concepts in the marketing in order to build a profitable relationship. Why they want to undertake this particular concepts, that is marketing concept, in order to build up the profit relationships among with the target customers. So they want to have a very good relationship. They want to have a profitable relationship, that is with the target consumer, that is the consumers whom they choose. So here, this particular department, it says, as I told you, it has a very good relationship with the managers. Now, marketers, they have to answer 2 important questions, right? Which are those? What is the philosophy of the best of the company in selling a marketing strategies? what is the philosophy that is which is best for the company. So they need to understand which is a philosophy which is going to help the company or which is very much helpful or the best for the company for setting the marketing strategies. So this question has to be answered by this marketers, right? Likewise, there is another question where it has been asked, what is the importance of the organization, customers and society's interest? So what will be the customers' importance of the organization? What is the importance of the organization towards the customers, towards the society's interest, right? So this has to be clarified. So they have to answer this. So the marketers wants to answer, they are having the answer for this, that is the importance of organization of the firms or the institutions which is producing the products and which they want to sell it in the market. Then what should be the importance of the organization regarding the customers who are called as the target customers or the society's interest? What is the interest towards the society the organization has? So these questions has to be answered by the marketers. So we have 5 alternative concepts as I told you, right? So as I told you, it is first one is production concept, second we have product concept, then selling concept, then fourth is marketing concept, and fifth is societal marketing concept. Now let us understand one by one. First we'll go to the production concept. What do you mean by production? Production means manufacturing of the goods or the commodities, right? Now under this production concept, it says the idea of production concept is what? Consumers will favor products that are available and highly affordable. When you take up this particular concept, the marketers need to understand that whatever the products are there in the market, which is highly affordable, that is the products which are highly affordable and which is available in the market, only for those particular products or the commodities, the consumers or the target customers will be attracted towards it, right? So that is what it says. The idea of production concept is, it says, first you need to think about which are the products which is to be available in the market, right? For the consumers or consumers to choose it. Then whether they are going to favor this particular products, whether it is favorable to them, whether it will be useful to them or not. If they purchase that particular product, whether it is useful to them. So you need to understand this strategy. You need to understand this concept. So whether if you are in the production concept, then the idea of this production concept is to see that whether the consumers are going to favor you with this particular product as well as whether it is available in the market easily. So management focuses on improving the production. So for this, they need to answer. How they are answering? The answer is with this. So here management is focusing on what? They're focusing on the improvement of the production. So they need to produce maximum products and it should be available in the market. Then only the consumer is going to purchase it if it is favorable to them. And distribution efficiency. Not only produce it, but to see that it has to be distributed more efficiently and more effectively. Only it has been distributed, it is in the market, the consumers will come and purchase it according to their favorable conditions, right? And it says, in some of the situations, the production concept is still more useful philosophy. Now here, under this production concept, it says, if the firm decides to operate, that is, if any firm or organization, if they decide to operate, it is based upon this particular concept, that is, the idea of what should be produced, that is, it will try to minimize the production cost. So with taking this production concept, the firms, what they do, they try to minimize the cost of the production per unit. So when they try to minimize the cost of the production per unit, that is by making the production process more efficient. How they are going to make it more efficient in production? That is by reducing all the unwanted expenditures, all unwanted cost, right? Then by utilizing the resources which is available there to the fullest extent, to the optimum extent, right? And the raw materials which are available, even those will be utilized to the fully as well as more effectively and more efficiently. They'll be using it without wasting them. So this is how the production process will become more efficient when they think about minimizing the production cost. And therefore it says, moreover, the products is to be favored. whichever products you produce, so that products should be favored by the consumers, because if it is not being favored by the consumers, then it is not possible. Even if there is more production, even the quality is good, sometimes the consumer may not purchase it, right? So that is what it says. The main concept here is they think about the favoring of the products by the consumers, and it will try to make distribution as extensive as possible. So they try to see that whichever goods are more important, whichever products are more important, or the products which is very much favorable to the consumers, so those kind of products will be undertaken for production process, and they see that they produce in a larger scale, and thereby even the distribution part also will be undertaken in a larger scale, more efficiently and more effectively. Now, reduction in the production cost, what happens here? It helps the firm to reduce helping the market size. So when you reduce your cost of production, so when you reduce the cost of production, that will help the firm to reduce what? Reduce the market size, right? To increase. So your market size may be less. Now, how you want to increase it? What is the strategy you are going to follow to increase your market share, right? That is by reducing your cost, production cost. When you reduce your production cost, automatically the MRP also will be less, and that will be more helpful for the customers to buy, because they cannot afford to buy more by paying more amount. So they want a reasonable price. So if you want to set a reasonable MRP or a price, then you need to see that you have to reduce your production cost or the cost of production, right? So the company just tries to create a very dominant position in the market wherever it operates. So by doing this, the company will be able to dominate its position, dominate its market share, and operate in a very successfully manner. Now you can see the example. It says, if you take the Amazon company, everyone knows, or the retail stores, here the market is being flooded with cheap products from China. Everyone knows, in any retail shops or any of the Amazon or any other companies you see, where they are going to distribute, the distributors, about the products, so they'll be distributing the products, more of the China products, right? So everything from cheap plastic products from China, you get it and you see it in your cart. So if you want to just go to the Amazon, click on that particular website and you open it, and so many items will be there. So easily you can click on it, whichever you want, that particular product, and that you can be in your cart. So the best example for production concept is about the Vivo. So everyone knows about Vivo. What is Vivo? The Vivo mobiles, right? So this is a Chinese smart brand, right? Chinese smartphone brand. And these phones are available almost in every corner of the Asian countries. So it is available all over the world, we say, right? And you just walk into any of the phone shop and you can just go buy it and you can get that particular Vivo smartphones. So this is the example for the production concept, because it says you're manufacturing according to the favor of the customers, which products they want, and also you see that you distribute them in such a efficiently and more effective manner that it is available in all the areas and it is easily accessible to all the customers or to the target customers. So students, here in this product concept, it says we have the concept of this particular product says that it holds the consumers which will favor the products, which will favor those products that will offer the most quality and performance. So when you take up the product concept, here you need to understand that this particular concept, that is the product concept that will hold the products which is very much favorable towards the consumers, and where it is having most quality or the very good quality and the very good performance and whatever the new innovative features. So under this product concept, the firm tries to put a strategy where it has to look into the quality of the product, the performance of the product, as well as finding out new features, innovative features about the product. So therefore here it says the marketing strategy is based on making continuous product improvements. So under this particular product concept, it says the main thing here is it looks into what? It looks into, that is, the continuous production or improvement of that particular product. Now, this product quality and improvements are most important aspects in every organization in the field of marketing strategies. So, this product quality and improvements, because without a good quality, no product will be sold, and without improvement or the new innovative technologies or innovative features, no product will be sold. Therefore, these are most important parts of the marketing strategies. Sometimes it happens that targeting only on companies' products could also lead to marketing myopia. So, just only you are looking about your targeting only about your products, that is about your company products, then that could lead only to the marketing myopia. So, you need to concentrate when you think about product concept. That particular product concept should be of what? It should have the good quality, and it should have a very good innovative features. Now, this product concept also, it says, it will assume that consumers will be in favor of those products which are in superior quality, performance, innovative features, designs, and so on. This is very important. So, in the concept, that is product concept, it says the consumers will be always favoring what? They need to see that that particular products are of superior in quality. It should have a very good superior quality. Secondly, it should have a very good performance. Now, if you buy a mobile and if it is there only for 1 year, it's of no use paying so much, huge amount. So, you should have very durable. The durability should be there for that particular smartphones. So, the performance should be very good. Then there should be lot of new features, innovative features in that smartphones. And also the designs and the patterns should also be very good. So, all these things will be very much helpful, and it will be more favorable to the consumers who are purchasing these products. So, followers of this particular products, what they do, they try to keep improving their products on continuous basis. So, here the marketing strategy is where the philosophers of this particular product concept says that they will be working on continuously for the improvement of that particular product. So, only when you do lot of research and innovation or innovative researches, then only you can be possible to attract new customers regarding their features, quality wise, right, price wise, performance wise, design wise, etc. So, here a General Motors executive said years ago that how can a public know what kind of car they want until they see it or until it is available. So, the General Motors executives said years ago, what they said, that how will a public come to know? How will a public come to know about a car which they want to purchase unless it has been seen and it has been available in the market? So, here what they do, first the engineers, first they design the product. So, who is going to design the product? First the engineers, they need to design the product, right, and develop the product. So, their work is to design the product and develop the product and give them to the organization or the firm. Then the manufacturing makes it. Next comes the manufacturing, the production. So, according to design and according to your development of the product, the manufacturing production takes place, right? And the finance department prices it. Finally, after manufacturing it, the finance department, they will decide about the price of that particular product and they fix the price for that particular product. And lastly, the marketing and the sales will try to sell that particular product. So, this is how the product concept goes on. So, example you can see here, suppose a company makes a best good quality, that is floppy disk, but the customer does not need a floppy disk. Very good example, right? So, if a company is making a very good what? Floppy disk, but the customer is not wanting that, then it becomes a waste. That particular product will be a waste product because no one is purchasing it. There is no demand for that particular product. So, here it says second one, C or E needs something that can be used to store the data. This is important. So, they are favoring those products which is available in the market where they can store the data. That kind of device they want, right? That is the need and the want of that customers. So, it can be achieved only through USB flash drive or SD memory cards, portable hard disk, etc. So, all these are the devices which will make the customer happy and see that that they store the data through this particular devices. So the company should not look into the best profit is, but instead of that, they should focus on what? Meeting the customer data storage, right, needs. That's what it says. Now coming to the second concept called as selling concept. First we saw product concept. Now coming to the second concept, that is selling concept. What the selling concept says? See, it holds the idea of what? The customer will not buy any of the firm's product unless it has been undertaken in a large scale selling and promotion efforts. The selling concept idea is, it says that no customer will purchase the product unless it has been what? It has been undertaken large scale selling as well as if you and to undertake the promotional efforts. So these are very, very important aspects. Only when there is a large scale selling activity as well as the promotion effort has been undertaken through various promotional tools. It may be through advertising, it may be through publicity, or it may be through door-to-door selling. So like this, or through any other means of advertising or promotion. So only then the selling concept will be a useful one. So here the management, what they do, they focus on creating sales transactions. So the management will think about and they start focusing on how to sell a product. So for that, what they do, they need to focus in creating the sales transaction rather than building long-term profitable customer relationship. So first they think about how to sell that particular product. What will be the sales transaction? How your sales should be? How much should be your sales? So they should think about selling part and living about the long-term profitable and customer relationship. So if they just think about customer relationship as well as long-term profit, earning long-term profit, then you cannot sell your product. So you can say that this particular concept, selling concept, aims at to sell what the company makes rather than making what the market wants. So the main aim of the selling concept is to sell what the company makes. What the company makes, that should be your main intention. That should be your strategy. So the selling people or the selling executives or the selling department strategy should be what? It should see that to sell what the company makes, what the company is making, what the company is producing, the product. That product should be first sold instead of concentrating what the market wants. So your duty is not that what the market wants. Your duty is what? The strategy you need to undertake is what the company's product is and how we are going to sell that particular company's product. So these are the such aggressive selling programs carries a very high risk. So this kind of aggressive selling programs or strategies will have a very high risk. So in this selling concept, students, the marketer assumes, the marketer what it does, he will assume that customers will be coaxed because into buying and the product will like it. So they will be coaxed and into buying and product will be like it. If they don't like it, they'll possibly forget it. So here that is the concept. It says they don't like it, they will possibly forget and the disappointment will buy it later again. So this is a very poor and costly assumption. Okay, now defined by Philip Kotler. This person, Philip Kotler, he has defined this selling concept as, it says, it holds the customers left alone. That is, it holds that customer is left alone, will ordinarily not buy enough of the organization products. Aggressive selling and promotion activities can guarantee sales. It says that only if you undertake aggressive selling and promotional activities, then only there is a guarantee for sales. Just by selling it, you cannot sell your product, or just by manufacturing and just saying that you want to sell your product, it cannot happen. It can happen only when you make a aggressive selling and promotional activities. If you undertake, then only you can see there is a guarantee sales. So according to this Philip Kotler, he says consumers typically show buying, that is buying in it, and sometimes resistance to buying. So sometimes they show interest, sometimes they don't show the interest. Who's that? The customers. Because every time we will not be having interest to buy the products. Sometimes we may have the interest, sometimes we may not have the interest. So, and it has to be influenced by different means so that they agree to buy. So, if you want to make the customers buy your products, if you want to see that the customers' interest is there, then you need to bring the interest of the customers. Only when you bring the interest of the customers, when you that is when you persuade them, when you influence them, when you attack them with a very aggressive advertising or promotional tools, then only your product can be sold in the market. So you can see here the example. So every saw an ad on online or TV commercial that you almost cannot escape or hide from this selling concept. That is a play. It says almost all companies fall into this particular concept. If you see the Mountain Dew, if you see the Mountain Dew, the ads are, it is very hard to miss because people like this Mountain Dew advertisement, right? People like the advertisement, that is Mountain Dew or not, but it is debatable. You can see what is Pepsi and Coca-Cola is pushing it through advertisements. So in this it says, if you see the advertisement of Mountain Dew, so he drinks that Mountain Dew, right? And he sees that the person is falling from the top of a mountain and he just goes down below the river or under that particular river or some lake, or it is a river like, and again he comes back. That means if you drink that particular Mountain Dew, you have so much of strength and energy where you can just go into it and come back. So that is the ad which is being given. So a very aggressive advertisement which is showing the customers that to attract the customers, this kind of aggressive advertisement is being given. So these are the examples of selling concepts. So here you can see the advertisement of Mountain Dew, ek aur चुनाई थी और एक और जीत. So that is the statement of Mountain Dew, the mission statement we can say. So these are the topics which I wanted to discuss with you in this particular session. So let's have a glance about this particular session from the beginning. That is not in detail, but just the brief. First I explained to you about the introduction of marketing concepts. So in that I explained to you production concept, product concept, selling concept, marketing concept, as well as societal marketing concept. So the 5 marketing concept. Then I explained to you about the questions about that for the marketer. Then we have this 5 marketing concepts. So first one I explained to you about the production concept. So it says consumer will favor those products that are available and highly affordable, only that. So what are the strategies they have to follow for this production concept? Then coming to the product concept. So here it says the customers will be favoring those products which is having most quality and which is having good performance as well as lot of innovative features. How they are going to cope up with this, the strategies which has to be followed for this product concept by the marketers. Then selling concept, it says about there is not only to buy enough the company's firm's product, but unless until it is having large scale selling and most promotional efforts, that is the aggressive promotional efforts or the tools which has to be undertaken in order to sell the product. So these are the topics which I had explained to you in today's session 4, that is principles of marketing in unit 1. So I hope you have understood the topics which are covered to you students in today's session. So I am taking a leave from this particular session. See you in the next session. Until then, take care. Have a nice day. Thank you.